Hello, everyone. Welcome to this online language lab. We are here to advance your English to the next level. We have identified 5 common mistakes that most English learners seem to make again and again and again, regardless of how fluent they are and regardless of how knowledgeable you are. In fact, you might even catch some native speakers run into a few of these same mistakes. Like I've always said, a learner of a second language can actually speak better than a native person sometimes because they learn all the rules and we do not. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the first one is mixing up the articles a and an. Both are used to indicate a singular noun. Will you hand me an orange? I need a spoon. Today we are going to buy an oven. The general rule for this one is use a before words that begin with a consonant and use an before words that begin with a vowel. A, E, I, O, and U. Note there are some exceptions. Bob will arrive in an hour. In this case, the H is silent. So even though the word doesn't start with a vowel, it sounds like it does. In which case, you would switch it to an. Um, I can add an interesting side note on this. So, if you go back in time and you read some of the old English books, such as Shakespeare and stuff like that, they use these two words, thy and thine. And the same principle is applied here. One of them is in front, I think thy is in front of words with a consonant, and thine in front of words that have a vowel. Although we don't use those anymore. So, just a fair warning, if you go around using thy and thine, no one might understand you or they might be a little perplexed. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Number 2, the third person S. When speaking in the third person singular, he, she, or it, uh, you put an S at the end of the verb. He runs every day. She cooks gumbo very well. My dog eats my leftovers every night. Um, that's just one of those things you got to get used to, putting an S on those third person singular verbs. Okay. Then we have number 3, mass nouns, words that are the same in both singular and plural. This part of the sea is full of shrimp, not shrimps, shrimp. All the garbage needs to be taken out. Did you hear the news today? That could be singular or plural. Number 4, mixing up on and in. If you want to use these words correctly, just remember the following. On can equal on top of, and in can equal inside. Put my fist on top of my hand. Put my fist in my hand. I keep my keys on the dresser in a bowl. All right, that's fairly simple. You just have to practice. Number 5, and this is the last one for today. There are many more, but I'm just going to do 5 right now. The use of the word don't. While I hear many people use the word do properly, do you want some water, for example, many will answer incorrectly in the negative, I no want water, even people that can speak fairly well. What is the correct way to answer this question? Do you know? The answer is no, I do not want water, or I don't want water. Using don't is crucial if you want to sound more like a native. Remember also that the third person S, well, in this place, would be doesn't. She doesn't like to drink water. I don't want to go to the mall. Always true. And if you're having trouble with this one, I just recommend you write a few things you don't like on a sheet of paper and read it out loud every once in a while. It'll get ingrained right into your brain. All right, that is going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all have a good evening.